What if I told you there's a place in America where physics breaks down, ancient curses collide with modern science, and the government spent millions trying to understand phenomena that shouldn't exist? Welcome to Skinwalker Ranch, where reality itself seems negotiable. Picture this. You're driving through the red desert of northeastern Utah, and suddenly your car won't start. Your electronics fail. The air itself feels wrong. You've just encountered what locals call the most paranormal place on Earth, a 512-acre property that's been terrorizing witnesses for generations. Let me take you back to 1994, when Terry and Gwen Sherman bought what they thought was prime cattle ranching land. They got something else entirely. Within months, their livestock began dying in ways that defied explanation. Cattle found with surgical precision cuts, organs removed with no blood on the ground, no tracks leading to or from the carcasses. But that was just the beginning. The Shermans reported seeing massive wolves that seemed bulletproof, watching their shots pass right through the creatures without effect. Glowing orbs the size of basketballs would drift across their property, sometimes opening what witnesses described as portals or doorways in midair. Most disturbing were the invisible barriers that would suddenly appear across their driveway, solid as concrete walls but completely transparent. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The Sherman family wasn't alone in their experiences. This land sits in the heart of Uinta Basin, an area the Navajo Nation considers deeply taboo. In their tradition, skinwalkers are witches who've gained the power to transform into animals, cursed beings that bring death and misfortune wherever they roam. The Navajo won't even speak about this place directly. But ancient folklore collided with modern investigation when billionaire Robert Bigalow purchased the ranch in 1996. Bigalow didn't just buy the property, he turned it into a scientific laboratory. His team, working under the cryptic designation TAHE project, brought in PhD physicists, engineers, and military contractors to document what was happening. What they found changed everything we thought we knew about the possible. Electromagnetic readings that spiked without explanation. Poltergeist activity recorded on multiple instruments simultaneously. High-speed objects captured on thermal imaging moving at impossible velocities, making right-angled turns that would pulverize any known aircraft. The most chilling incident involved a research team member who stepped into what appeared to be empty air and vanished for several minutes. When he reappeared, he had no memory of the experience, but his equipment showed he'd been exposed to massive amounts of radiation. Here's what makes Skinwalker Ranch different from every other paranormal hotspot: the sheer variety of phenomena. We're not talking about just UFOs or just cryptids or just ghosts. This place produces everything. Witnesses report encounters with creatures that look like massive humanoid figures with glowing red eyes. Others describe seeing what can only be called flying rectangles, silent craft that hover impossibly close to the ground. The electromagnetic anomalies alone are staggering. Compasses spin wildly, GPS systems fail. Radio equipment picks up voices speaking in unknown languages. Some researchers theorize the ranch sits on some kind of interdimensional weak point, a place where multiple realities bleed through. But here's the kicker. In 2016, the ranch was sold again, this time to Brandon Fugel, a real estate mogul who's invested millions in cutting-edge scientific equipment. Ground-penetrating radar has revealed massive metallic objects buried deep underground. Spectrum analyzers detect radio frequencies that don't match any known terrestrial source. Today, Skinwalker Ranch operates under strict non-disclosure agreements. Every researcher, every visitor, every contractor signs documents that could land them in federal prison for discussing what they witness. The current team includes former Pentagon officials, NASA engineers, and theoretical physicists, all working to understand phenomena that challenge our basic understanding of reality. What makes this story so compelling isn't just the high strangeness, it's the credibility of the witnesses. We're talking about ranchers, scientists, military personnel, people with everything to lose by going public with impossible stories. Yet they keep coming forward. The truth is, Skinwalker Ranch represents something unprecedented in paranormal research. A single location where multiple types of unexplained phenomena occur with enough frequency to enable scientific study. Whether you believe in ancient curses, extraterrestrial visitation, or interdimensional bleeding, this place demands explanation. The question isn't whether something extraordinary is happening at Skinwalker Ranch. The evidence is overwhelming. The question is whether we're ready to accept that our understanding of reality might be fundamentally incomplete. If Skinwalker Ranch bent the laws of physics, wait until you explore corridors soaked in the grief of 63,000 lost souls. Click now to watch our previous video where we venture through Louisville's most infamous tuberculosis asylum. Ghostly nurses, shadow figures, and the dreaded body chute await. The link is on screen and in the description. Subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss a single step deeper into America's darkest haunt.